Whether we're working with boards of directors, senior management teams, executives, managers, or individual contributors, diversity is a huge topic of discussion these days. What we know is diversity is great for business, whether that means gender diversity, ethnic diversity, or diversity in terms of perspectives or ways of thinking, viewpoints. I think that it really can impact a business in an incredibly positive way. When we're looking at the industry of life sciences and med tech, it's an industry based on innovation, creativity, and looking at things from a different perspective. And that's what diversity will allow us to do. More recently, we've gotten a lot of requests from our clients to take a look at gender diversity. And so how do we help highly talented women to advance in their careers and really achieve their potential? So what I'd like to share with you today are some ideas, some things to maybe consider if you look at putting a gender diversity or women's initiative in place in your organization. So I have to start first with gender diversity makes great business sense, as I said. So we've got to start with the business. It's really important to gain a strong understanding of your business, what it takes to succeed, what the business objectives are. So where are you headed? What are you hoping to accomplish? And what's really needed to help the company successfully achieve their goals. Once we know what's needed, then what's important is start taking a look at the skills and the competencies that are present both in our emerging female leadership as well as our very established female leaders. What are they really good at? What are their strengths? We really want to position them to be their best and position them at their best for that initial visibility and to gain greater credibility in the organization. We'd like to pair those strengths and competencies with the business needs. So the better you can do at matching up those strengths with where we're trying to go and what's needed, again, it makes that gender or that women's initiative make that much more sense. When we look at trying to position these women for success, we want to also think about their growth opportunities. So what are their needs? What are the skills that they really need to grow in order to be more productive, in order to contribute at even higher levels? This may mean they need mentors. They might need assistance and support in how to most effectively navigate through the organizational politics or some of the ways communication or decisions are made in an organization. They might need just a roadmap for their own professional development. So what's next? What are the skills? What are the talents? What are the capabilities I need to have in order to advance or be promoted? Once we have that clear understanding of their needs, we want to define and design a women's leadership initiative in the organization. It kind of falls into place. So now we start seeing buckets of needs or buckets of common challenges, and we can design that initiative to address those needs and challenges. To support the women in being most successful, you can't do it alone. So we want to encourage networking both inside and outside of the organization. And this could be career growth or building a network of industry peers, expanding their professional circle in a strategic way so that they can exponentially increase their ability to contribute. You might have informal mentoring groups, maybe a peer mentoring circle in your own organization where you're sharing ideas or best practices, making meaningful connections, reviewing new TED Talks or great books and sharing and exchanging ideas. These are inexpensive and relatively easy ways to organize women's objectives and women's initiatives that can help advance women, keep them learning and growing, but also feeling supported as they go through the process. They can be formal or informal, so you can meet weekly or monthly, or it can be much less formal where you've read something great and you're passing it on to some of the other members who really want to be in those learning circles. Leveraging your association membership is another great way to really help people continue to advance, learn more about the business, and expand your horizons in thinking. So I really strongly encourage you to participate in your local associations, whether that's Biocom or CLSA or WBBA or any of them, whatever is in your local market, and attend not only some of the scientific presentations and science-based meetings, but also go to the Capital Formation Committee meetings and see how money is raised to support the company that you're a part of, or go and listen to some of what's happening from a regulatory perspective. So again, you'll start gaining a greater business understanding so that you can have a greater impact on the organization. You can also look at organizations like AdvaMed, WEN, women in business. There are so many wonderful organizations out there for women who are in science. And so explore those and start thinking about how you can leverage the relationships that are built there as well as the knowledge that's gained. Finally, in a women's initiative, provide some stretch assignments to some of the people who are interested. So give them the opportunity to shadow somebody in finance or learn a little bit more about your commercial operation or even PR or IR. Give them some exposure. I think the more holistic view we have as women, again, that will provide us the opportunity to provide even more perspective, greater insight, and greater value to you and your organization so that you can be successful in achieving your strategic objectives. I hope these ideas are helpful and useful to you. If you'd like any more information or to discuss these ideas further, please don't hesitate to call the Leadership Edge. Thanks so much.